Get Up is brought to you by Liberty Mutual Insurance. Only pay for what you need. All right, Sound Off is interesting people saying interesting things. It begins with Taylor Swift breaking the internet and joining the New Heights podcast last night with the Kelsey brothers, talking about how her knowledge of pro football has come a long way since she started dating Travis.
I thought it was like Jared Goff is here and Josh Allen's here. And they're going to be like, they blow a whistle and then they go at each other and they're like, and it's like, who's going to win?
That's actually...
I would love to see Jared Goff play some defense. Let's see Jared Goff on defense.
I've got some ideas.
That might be a very popular game if they played it that way.
For sure. I'm going all in on Josh Allen in that one. I love Jared Goff. I think Jared Goff's tremendous, but Josh Allen is a monster.
Yeah. Marcus, at 1.3 million people. What's that?
Taylor gonna get Jared Goff killed, man. don't bring that up, Taylor. She gonna get that man knocked.
1.3 million people were streaming that live at one point, and I was most definitely one of them. And so we will continue the theme this morning. We'll do a quarterback version of Answer the Question. Answer the quarterback question, Dominique Foxworth. Here we go. Caleb Williams going to get the start for the Bears on Sunday night against Buffalo. If he struggles, will you freak out?
I will absolutely freak out. I will tell other people, don't freak out. No big deal. It's just a preseason. But I'm going to freak out because he had a rough start last year. And, again, this is the preseason. And the most important thing for Caleb Williams, I think, is to play within structure, do things on time. Preseason, you're not going to see a bunch of complicated game plans. Like, you might see some, like, fire zones is the hardest thing you'll see. If he struggles, now, like, if he doesn't lead him on a scoring drive, that's fine. But if he struggles at this point, I'd be a little concerned.
Marcus.
Man, Caleb Williams has to play on time with rhythm. And whatever Ben Johnson has in this plan, it needs to be executed at a very high level. This man had 432 dropbacks last year for a rookie. That's going to get anybody in a terrible situation. And it was a tumultuous situation with his offense. We asked on this show about what the hell is Chicago's offensive identity. They made a change at offensive coordinator. We saw him play a little bit better after that during the season. But this is the important part for Caleb Williams. The Chicago Bears committed to Ben Johnson being their head coach. We know what Ben Johnson comes with based on what he did in Detroit. Now he needs to show, to Nick's point, competency, and there needs to be a rhythm and a timing to this offense in order for everybody to kind of relax and see that there's progress being made.
Yeah, progress is the key. And look, they're in a developmental timeline with Caleb Williams. To put that on television is a little bit risky because it might not look great. But it also might be where they need him to be at this point. So I think, at this point, it's very important not to overreact to preseason games. It always is. This might be one of the prime examples of that. Last year in the preseason, remember the crazy stuff he was doing that was so exciting. That was a lot of fun. But that's not what they want him to do, right? Like he needs to run the offense. So I think the best outcome is if it's boring.
Here's the only thing I will say. I get it. You're right. He's in a developmental process. And, yes, they did hinder him last year. He's actually starting from behind zero with all of the nonsense that they dealt with last year. That said, we don't live in that world for rookie quarterbacks anymore. Yeah. We live in a world where C.J. Stroud and Jaden Daniels and even Drake May in New England last year, under terrible circumstances, and others step in and look ready to play the position immediately. And so the fact that we're talking about let's be patient with Caleb in year 2 is a different kind of story.
It's just important to remember how much less college football he played than Jaden Daniels and Bo Nix. And those kinds of comparisons are not going to hold up. So, and again, a lost year seems like developmentally last year as a rookie.
It's important to know that, but it don't matter. I'm sorry. I would love to live I would love to live in that world with you where we all can take into account all the context around the situation. But we don't, and we're not going to. And that team is so obviously built to take advantage of his rookie contract right now. And in the first 3 to 4 years before they sign an extension. So I'm with you. But at some point, he's going to have to accelerate this maturation as a quarterback.
Agreed. But I don't think that point is this coming Sunday.
Well, it better be because I'm a freak out. Freaking out.
But Marcus, does it need to be? Go ahead, Marcus.
We've seen this organization flunk all the tests with their quarterbacks up until this point. And this is one situation where now you understand the shift that's happening. We take the onus off of the franchise. Poles has done a good job, brought Ben Johnson in. This is all about Caleb, and that's why people have this reaction. When it was Mitch Trubisky, when it was Justin Fields, we were like, this is a horrible organization. This is terrible. They don't know what direction they're going, none of that. So now it is a completely different situation for Caleb Williams. I understand the type of pressure. I understand the reaction to Caleb Williams, and if he doesn't play well, because of what structurally has happened in this organization. But ultimately, the dude is about to play like his 18th game in the NFL
Right.
when they start this season for real. So somebody got to say, let's give him a little bit of time.
His opposite number in that game, which will be our first Monday night game of the season at Soldier Field, will be J.J. McCarthy. Let's talk about him. Sam Darnold won 14 games and threw 35 touchdowns last year in Minnesota. My next question for you, Dominic Foxworth, is will J.J. McCarthy, who is essentially a rookie, but he was there all of last year, will he be better than Darnold was?
I mean, I'd say not in the first year. Like it is, like you mentioned, he's another guy who didn't have a bunch of college throws. Like he's a guy who I think the expectations are going to be high for, but still needs to develop. And what Sam Darnold did last year was incredible. Like he had a great season. So this team can be good without him being as productive as Sam Darnold, as long as the defense is as impactful as they were last year.
We had the trivia question a few weeks ago. The only team in the last 3 years that's thrown at least 30 touchdown passes in each of the last 3 seasons was the Vikings. And that's with a lot of different quarterbacks. Ooh. Like I have a lot of faith in, Kevin O'Connell, Josh McCown, like that Vikings quarterback, room.
I hear you.
To get him where he needs to be.
What it is not translated to is postseason success. And
right.
But the reality is they need to get there. The Bears are in a different situation. They have not been good for quite some time, Marcus. The Vikings are a team that I think there are players in that room who should be feeling like we're a Super Bowl team. We have a chance to be a Super Bowl team, and it may be completely unfair to the quarterback to say you need to play to that level, but I think that is the situation he walks into.
Gee, it ain't no baby. It's completely unfair to J.J. McCarthy to say play to that level and get us to the Super Bowl. But ultimately, we've seen what this team has put on the field. We have a crazy confidence in Kevin O'Connell and what he's been able to do. Resurrected Sam Darnold career, got him paid. J.J. McCarthy is up. This is the quarterback that they drafted, that they saw something in that they could move forward with this organization and franchise. And speaking of heat, right, what if this kid struggles? What if this kid comes out and this offense doesn't look as good? What if he can't get Justin Jefferson the ball and involved as much as the former guys have? Do we say he's on the hot seat as well? Like, this is the issue when it becomes like this day and age in the NFL. It's a team around him. We got to make sure that J.J. McCarthy looks like C.J. Stroud or Jaden Daniels in his first real year of starting. And I just can't put that type of pressure on them because this league is hard. And them defenses got some grown-ass men over there that's trying to get after you.
And I think that's the key with Kevin O'Connell, the head coach, to not put that kind of pressure on him. And when you talk to Kevin O'Connell about bringing a young quarterback along, that's what he says. We can get guys open. Get me 4 more downs. Like, don't put too much pressure on yourself to be the safety.
Vikings at Bears, the opening Monday night, Week 1. Coming up, Jerry and Micah continue their war of no words. The